This is Satyam, and today what we are going to learn is how to, recover a file. So basically, let me come to the C folder. Basically, we are going to recover all the C files. Now, let's say, and we are going to talk about some proc files. So, as you can see, there are a lot of files here. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna delete this recovery. You don't have to understand this as of now. So it's protected, so obviously I have to be root. So just give me a sec. So here is I'm in root directory. So let's see. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete this recovery loop or whatever it is. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna look some files that I have created. So let's compile this file loop1.c. Actually it's a it runs infinitely, giving you some output. So in my case, let's name this, you know um, what should I name it? So let's say this is L101. So let's run this. So after a few minutes you're gonna get the executable. So let's run this executable and let's see what it does. So basically it just brings some bizarre smiley faces. And meanwhile what we can do is let this process run, and we're gonna find uh, you know uh, on what we have to find what is a PID that is running through. So if you do LO10 and sorry, oh yeah, so if you do this, the first row that you see here represents the PID of the executable. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this, and well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to that folder, the directory where my executable is running. So here we go, and that is C, and I'm just gonna go here and I'm gonna delete this executable. So delete it. Now is there a way that we can get this back? So what I'm gonna do is let's look inside the proc directory. mm, we got the PID, so you just paste it here and go to the exe, and let's see what it is. So it says that it's in a symbolic link, soft link to this, but it mentions here that home Satyam this low one is deleted. So but yeah, if it's deleted, but we can cat it. So what we are gonna do is let's stop this process. No, before you stop this process, if you stop this process, the entry is gonna go, so before that what we're gonna do is we're gonna cat it. Let me see where I am. Yeah, I'm inside proc directory. So what should I do is I should cat the proc directory with the PID name and the executable, and redirect it to my home, and Satyam, and my C directory, and name it like recovery file. Okay, so as soon as you do this, it's gonna create an entry here, and in the meanwhile we're gonna stop this process, and here you can see we have a recovery file, but since this is not an executable, we have to make it executable. So it just has read write permission, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna change it. So the option is chmod. Either you can do 777, or you do this a plus x, That means you're saying that it's an executable, and what you're gonna do is uh, just run this. So after that, you're gonna see you have this recovery file, and it has all the permissions required to run. So here we go, bingo. So this was a part of the tutorial, and no, we're gonna talk about proc file. So let's talk about something, proc file. Now inside a proc file, there are number of PIDs that are running here. You can see all these PIDs and all that. So suppose you want to see the memory information, so you can do as well. You can check how your memory is utilized. So since I'm using VMware, so it's not going to be the exact one, but the bundled file that is there. So I have allocated 64 GB of memory running to MacBook. So let's do it this, and you can see, so total memory I have is about 86 86,000 kilobytes, and I have this much memory, mem free. So available memory is this much. This all are like all the lock memory, swap, and all the dirty pages, and slab how much it has. So basically it gives you all the thing. So here you can see the current stack also, so which is very less. It's just 10864 KB. So approximately it's less as compared. And other things you can see here is like the things, you know so what we're gonna check next is something called CPU info. So I'm not finding it. mm, it should be near only yes, you got the CPU info. So let's do CPU info. So and make it less so that my viewers can see it. So basically, as I told you that I'm using my virtual box, so it doesn't states much about how many processor I'm using. So it's just giving me vendor ID and the family type and the model. I'm using i5, which runs at 2.5 gigahertz, and all the frequencies and cores, and the flags, and so it shows all the required things. So flash size, power management. So yep, I got it. It's using one processor, and if I go down, you can see a lot of information here. So this is a very useful thing. So let's look some more what we can see from here. So all this, we can cat, and you can see about this slab info basically tells you about all the allocation that you can do in the kernel, and you can see about the serial TTY, and let's go and see what is there in TTY. TTY is great, serial driver. So you're gonna look. So it has all the, if you do tree and do it less, so you can see all the files that are there. As of now, I think it's very less. So let me do just tree, and here you can see drivers. Inside drivers, you have some serials and other things. So let's go inside drivers and see the TTY drivers. So you have just serial, just cat it, and you can see all these you know serial drivers that are presently available in the system. So let's clear this, and let's see, go back. Okay, so that's it. And you can see um, all these things related to whatever you're seeing. So for SCSI devices, you can see it, and all the miscellaneous things, and everything you can see. Just cat what is missed. I'm not aware of it. Okay. So in miscellaneous you can see all this. Then what is this? Well, it looks something bizarre. Okay, so that's from my part, and let's see what other things proc can consist of. So you can do a tree, then you can do proc, and inside proc, yo, there are too many. There are too many. It's a huge bundle of files, so it might take some time. You know, tree works recursively, means it goes to one folder and it checks the folders and it comes back. So here you can see that there is a huge file that consists of 10,362 directories and more than 127,416 files. So this is huge. So that is from my part. Peace out. So if you like my video, you can just like it. If you didn't like it, you can always have a negative back there, and I would really appreciate comments because it helps me, to learn more about it so that I can come basically with new things. So that's it from me, and I'm gonna disconnect it. So let's see, where is it? Yeah, it's here. So